So, today is day 32. And leaving for the Job once again. It's like Groundhog's Day, right? But it's beautiful outside. The birds are chirping, 63 degrees. It's 4:38 Central Standard Time. How is everybody doing? Has anybody been applying any of the things you've been following along, you've been learning? Has anything, I mean, not too many people are sharing anything or commenting, which, hey, people got things to do. They're busy. I do appreciate you following along and checking in whenever you can. But like most content providers or most astute individuals who like to share and instruct and what have you, you like to know whether or not you are having an effect, a positive effect on people. There's meaning in research, study, etc., etc. But it is, again, day 32, I believe. Day 32, May 9th, 2024. And we are documenting steps to manifestation. And I believe yesterday we went over those steps once again. Actually, we didn't go over the steps. We actually went over kind of a summary of the last 31 or so days. And so maybe I could briefly go over those steps again to manifestation. Step number one, the way that I am learning to remember it is using the acronym ODET. And so the O in O is observe. You must observe. When you look around you, you should be inspired by what you see. Therein lies the observation. The W is you must wonder or take an interest in that which you have observed. It should motivate you and again make you wonder about it. The E is you must envision that thing that you have observed. Envision it, form an image or a vision, I should say, inside of yourself about it. Okay, so OWE, observe, wonder about it, and envision. Okay, those are steps 1 through 3. Then step 4 is the D in debt. You should start to dream about it. Once you have formed a vision about that which you have observed and that which you have taken an interest in, then you should start to dream about it. That's how deep it should work its way from you envisioning it into your system, into your psyche, into what is called your mind. Okay? Mind and the brain are not one and the same. So you should start to dream it. When you start dreaming it, that means it's etching itself into the storage, one of the storage compartments or one of the file cabinets of the mind. All right? Which the mind, oh, it's shaky. Which the mind has an unlimited storage capacity. Believe that. However old you are, Okay, how many months you've been alive and how many days you have been alive. Now multiply that, or take consideration in how many things you see every day, how many things your eyes scan every day. I can see colors, greens and reds and blues, as I'm looking at the signs up and down the street. I can see, the road, the color, the sheen on the road from the rain. I can see grass. I can see even the velvet black of the sky. I am perceiving all of that, and that information is being stored in the mind. It is not discarded. It is there, and that's why. Just to go off on a bit of a tangent, that's why you experience things like deja vu and other phenomena, okay? Because you are taking in everything. You are forgetting nothing. It just merely, goes to the recesses of the mind. It is the storage cabinet. It's unlimited capacity to store. Okay, so if you are dreaming it, once again, step 4, then that means that you have taken an interest in something specific. All right, out of the millions, perhaps billions of things that your eyes took in a day, whatever you have taken interest in will burn into the mind and be recallable, or you'll be able to recall it or recollect it. We covered that maybe 2 days ago on day 30. Okay, or it was either yesterday or day 30, but we covered that. Okay, but anyways, going forward, so we are on step 4, dreaming it. Then after you dream it, okay, you you'll be divinely persuaded, or become divinely persuaded about that thing that you have observed, that you have envisioned, and that you are dreaming about. You'll become divinely persuaded. Divinely persuaded means that you are persuaded that observation, that thing, that situation, all right, that you have envisioned, you are persuaded that it will return profit to you, okay, or it'll be doubly profitable to you. That's what you have become persuaded of, okay? All right, and then, so that's step 5. Now step 6, the final step, all right, towards manifestation. Once you become divinely persuaded, that means, I'm going all in. That's when you make that decision. If you were sitting at the craps table or gambling or whatever, if you become persuaded that you are going to win, you have the best hand, even though you haven't seen necessarily and matter-of-factly everybody else's hand, you are just so certain that you are going to go all in on your hand. That is divine persuasion. Divine merely means that a thing is twofold profitable or doubly profitable. That's what it means. You are convinced, no matter what the situation looks like, yep, I'm going all in. This is definitely going to be profitable unto me. That's divine persuasion. All right, and finally, the last step, step 6 of the 6 steps to manifestation. Step 6, you now take all of the aforementioned 1 through 5, and in consideration of that, you build what's called a business plan. So step 6 is to reduce it to writing or to transcribe it onto paper, draw it out, whatever. Okay, that's why it's important when you start or are thinking to start a business, that you draw up a business plan, a business summary, executive statement, something to that effect, because you have to reduce it to paper in order to bring it into fruition. You'll hardly ever get an investor to be willing to invest into an idea that you have come up with if you cannot at least reduce it to writing and show them how it is possible to bring it to market. All right, and so that's what you're doing when you put it in a business plan, when you reduce it to writing. All right, you are basically a step or two away from the manifestation of that thing that you have desired, and that thing that you have observed, because it has now been reduced to paper. You have taken an idea. Everything that you see today started with an idea. Okay, it could not come into being unless someone had an idea about it. It just ain't gonna happen. All right, with that being said, I am now at the job, and so I appreciate you for checking in. Please sound off every once in a while. Let me know that you're alive, and hopefully you take these things to heart. Make sure that you review, go back over the days 1 through 31. And I'd like to hear from you as to how it is affecting you, or if you are applying it, or if you are even interested in it. All right, we'll talk to you next time or later, all right, on these days of manifestation. Appreciate you for being here. Thank you. Peace.